Do not scroll to the next video because Ocala has a new builder in town and it just so happens to be one of my favorites. I hope you're interested because you already know that I got you. What's up, YouTube fam? If you're new to this channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Diaz and I'm Central Florida's real estate advisor and CEO of the Evolve Estates Group. Here at the Evolve Estates Group, it is our passion to help people evolve in real estate. So we go all over Central Florida and surrounding areas to show you what Florida has to offer. We explore new construction, resale homes, investment opportunities, local restaurants, shops, and so much more. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss our weekly videos. Today we are back in Ocala, Florida in a brand new community built by Richmond American Homes. The community is called Aurora Oaks and this location is just minutes away from Highway 200 and I-75. I am super excited. Today we're gonna tour their Slate floor plan, which features 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage coming in at 2,070 square feet. Now, I don't have pricing at this very minute because this community hasn't even opened just yet. It is actually gonna open tomorrow. So by the time I do Monarch School of Real Estate, I will have the pricing for you. I'm thinking it's gonna be in the $300,000 price point, but I don't know because I don't know, they haven't told me, but I got you. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video where we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. I'll break down the estimated down payment, closing costs, what their incentives are, the pricing, and so much more. Now let's begin your real estate evolutionary tour. I am the first one to feature this beautiful brand new community on this channel because you guys know that I got you and I'll keep you updated on what's new in the Central Florida area. So coming into the home, you have this covered entryway, which I absolutely love. I love the stacked stone on the exterior house as well. So coming in, you're gonna have 9'4" ceilings, 8' doorways, which makes such a big difference. You have this really long hallway. I can't even see the kitchen from here, and I know that you guys absolutely love this. So in this portion of this first hallway, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1 faces the front of the house. We're gonna have 1 window. Seems to be around a full-size bed, full-size end tables. They have kind of like, I don't even know, kind of like this bookshelf here. You're gonna have double bifold closet doors. You can customize the inside of the closet after you close. So inside the house, you're going to have most likely tile or luxury vinyl planking, depending on what they choose, and you'll have carpet in the bedrooms. These are spec homes, so you cannot make any changes at all, okay? So this right here is gonna be bathroom number 1. However, because this is an active model home, which is actually not open yet, this is not gonna show the shower tub combination, okay? So you're gonna have 1 sink in here. It's not gonna look like this, right? You're gonna have a window, you'll have a toilet, and then you most likely you'll have double sinks, okay? So most likely it'll be double sinks, and then you'll have a shower tub combination, all right? This is gonna be a full bathroom, okay? This is probably gonna be perfect for your guests and for whoever's sleeping in bedroom number 1 and 2. Now we're gonna have a linen closet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves, towels, bed sheets, any extras would go in there, okay? Now welcome to bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 faces the side of the house. We're gonna have the 1 window, full-size bed and tables, and then we have those same double bifold closet doors, which you can customize afterwards. Remember, the bedrooms are going to have carpet, but there's so much room in here as well. I don't see a dresser, so you could do like maybe a tall standing dresser over here just to kind of keep the walkway spacious, right? I would think so. So let me know. I'm thinking I'll add in, because we've done the Slate floor plan in a different community, I'm thinking I'll add in the footage so you could see what that bathroom would look like if I have it, okay? So it's gonna be a regular bathroom, double sinks, shower tub combination. Is gonna bother me if I don't explain it to you guys. In the hallway, we just have a coat closet, right? Or you could use that maybe as a game room night closet, whatever your heart desires. So in this hallway to my left, this door is gonna lead to your 2-car garage. Right now, they're using it as a office because this is a sales center, okay? So just a 2-car garage. To my left is gonna be your laundry room. Washer and dryer are not included, but it's definitely negotiable. And then you're gonna have a rack on top of the washer and dryer. After you close, you can add some cabinets to hide all the mess, right? This door has your AC system in it. And then bedroom number 3 is actually like a junior ensuite, okay? So it faces the side of the house, 1 window, full-size bed. You can see a tall chest dresser, which I love. You still have a lot of walking space, but this one has its own bathroom, which we love. So I think this is perfect for maybe your older child, your in-laws, your parents are staying with you, or a guest suite, okay? So this bathroom is gonna feature a step-in shower, okay? It is that shell insert. Afterwards, I always say, if you don't like that, you could put tiling or whatever your heart desires, okay? You're gonna have a single sink in here, which is actually an extra large sink, and then you're gonna have, of course, your toilet. Then they have their own walk-in closet. Walk-in closet, we can customize that after you close. But I think this is a perfect room suite for, like I said, maybe your older child, the guest suite, your in-laws, or your parents. Let me know what you guys think about this house so far. This is one of my favorite floor plans for Richmond American Homes. Now, welcome into your main living space. Let's start off with the heart of the home, which is the kitchen. Yes, I absolutely love that the kitchen is tucked in to this corner, and you're gonna have a really nice sized island. You can see that you have 3 seats there. We have a stainless steel single sink. It's undermounted, which I really love. You guys know that I love islands because I'm an island girl, born and raised in Staten Island, New York. I'm half Puerto Rican and half Dominican, right? But you have the dishwasher in your island, okay? On this side, you're gonna have the microwave over the electric stove, and it does vent out. So we love that. You're gonna have 42-inch cabinets. Let me see. There we go. 42-inch cabinets. It doesn't come with the hardware, but I'm not mad at that, right? Number 1, you're gonna have an abundance of different options. Go on Amazon and it's not hard to install. Believe me, we did it and it was easy, and we got to choose what we wanted to choose. Right, to pick. But look at how much space you guys have. I love this. There's just so much cabinets. There's so much counter space. You have quartz countertops, right? You have the white cabinets. So again, this is a spec builder, right? So what you see is what you get in the most part, except the refrigerator and the washer and dryer do not come with the house, but that's negotiable, okay? So all the appliances are GE. I think this would be a perfect option for a coffee station, right? I think this is perfect. You can have all your coffee cups, because I know I'm not the only one who what's that word called? Collects coffee cups. I love coffee cups. Drinking coffee for me is just an experience. How about for you guys? I like my coffee super bougie, okay? Like, you can never just catch me drinking a regular Keurig coffee. It's just not. I need the foam and I need the cinnamon on the top, but not too much cinnamon, right? So what I also love about this kitchen is the pantry. It's a really nice size walk-in pantry. You got more like a U shape, but you have 1, 2, 3, 5 shelves. So the shelves literally go kind of like in a big wide U. I love it. Look, see? I'm still walking. There we go. So much space in here. I absolutely love it. All right, now let's look at this dining family room combo. So over here, you can have a dining table. As you can see, I love the circular tables. It just gives me such a good vibe, but unfortunately, we need a huge circular table because there's 8 of us. My husband and I, and then our 6 kids. If you're new to this channel, yes, we have 6 kids. We have 3 biological boys, and we were foster parents, and we adopted a sibling group of 3. So we have 4 boys and 2 girls. So our home home does not fit a big circular table, so I'm loving this. Or you could do a nice rectangular table in here as well. But there's a lot of natural light coming in here. You have the double windows in here, right? So let's walk into your family room. You could do a nice sectional, you could do a separate couch like this, you could do a coffee table if you wanted to. In my opinion, I feel like just coffee tables are just for aesthetics, right? It just takes up room. So honestly, we would just take that out and just maybe have the ottomans where you have more seating or things like that, right? 100-inch minimum TV, we already know right there. That's it, non-negotiable, okay? You have another window in here, and then you're gonna have these double sliding doors, which I absolutely love, that lead into your covered lanai. It's gonna come pre-wired for a ceiling fan. It does not come in closed. You could do that after you close, but it's a really nice covered lanai. So this house goes on a 50-foot lot, and then their 2 stories go on a 40-foot lot. Victor's like, it's hot, close them doors up. It's the middle of August, so it is hot. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, now your master bedroom is right behind me, away from all the other bedrooms, okay? So if you have your parents living with you, if you have your in-laws living with you, if you have your kids living with you, you're separated for them. We love that, right? Come on into your master bedroom. So as soon as you walk into my left, you're gonna have your walk-in closet. This is a really, really, really big walk-in closet. I love that they don't have it in the bathroom. That's very, very different, right? But come on in. You're going to have double windows. A lot of natural light is coming in here. You're gonna have a king-size bed. You have a full-size dresser and tables, so much room. I absolutely love it. If you wanted to put maybe like a little bench by the window, I love it. But let's go check out this bathroom. So your master bathroom is gonna feature double sinks. As you can see, they're undermounted, which I really, really love. Quartz countertops. You have a separate tub. You have a window in here. And then you also have a step-in shower with a bench. Okay, I love it. You're gonna have a linen closet in here, and then you just have a separate water closet where your toilet is, okay? So let's go back to the kitchen. We're gonna chop it up, and then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, we are back in the kitchen, and it is time to chop it up. So we are in Ocala's newest community called Aurora Oaks, built by Richmond American Homes. We just toured their Slate floor plan, which features 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage, coming in at 2,070 square feet. Now, this community is brand new. It's so new that it hasn't even opened yet. It should be opening up this weekend, and there's no pricing yet. So as soon as I get the pricing, I will put it in Monarch School of Real Estate. I will not upload this video until I have the pricing, okay? I think it's going to be in the mid $300,000 price point though, but I'll be sure to include that in Monarch School of Real Estate. This community is going to offer a lot of different amenities. So they're gonna have a clubhouse that's gonna be 4,000 square feet big. They're gonna have a state-of-the-art fitness center. They're gonna have a yoga studio. They're going to have a resort-style pool. They're going to have 2 pickleball courts. They're going to have a playground. So this is a really nice, it's going to be a really nice community. Right now, it doesn't look like much because it's brand new. But this is the time to get in, honestly, when a community just opens, because by the time it closes, you're going to have built instant equity. Believe me, I can tell you firsthand, okay? Let's talk a little bit about the location. The location, you're minutes away from Highway 200, where you're gonna have all of your stores. You have the VA clinic about 5 minutes away from here. You're gonna have, literally all within 5 minutes, you have the VA clinic. You have a few other major hospitals. You're gonna have Heathbrook Plaza, where you have Dillard's, Epic Movie Theater, Hobby Lobby, Ulta. So much to do. You have restaurants over there. You're not far from Sam's Club. 75, I-75 is going to be about 10 minutes away from here. So the location is perfect. You're not far from anything, okay? Now, in a bigger scale, right, you're about 20 minutes away from downtown Ocala, which is definitely a vibe. You should go check it out. One of our favorite candy shops is there, Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop, but you have an abundance of different like boutique restaurants, shops. You have bars there. They have events. musical events, they have like music festivals, they have holiday events. On Saturdays, they have the farmers market, which is my favorite, starts at 9 a.m. You could get your fresh produce, your fresh eggs, your fresh meat, support small businesses. We absolutely love it. You're about 25 to 30 minutes away from Silver Springs and Rainbow Springs, okay? So the biggest difference I think between those both springs is that you could swim in Rainbow Springs, you cannot swim in Silver Springs, but you can go kayaking, you can go paddleboarding, they have like playgrounds, you can grill and things like that. So it's definitely a vibe if you're more outdoorsy and you like the springs. Go to either or there's other like smaller springs as well, okay? You're about 30 minutes away from the Equestrian Center. If you didn't know, Ocala is known as the horse capital of the world. So you can go catch a free horse competition show. They have dog shows there. They have boutique shops there. They have a pizzeria. They have a candy shop. They even have a really big luxury restaurant where they have, oh my gosh, an amazing bakery where you could get like fresh croissants. They have a toy store there too, so beware if you take your kids there. And they have restaurants in there as well, okay? You're about 30 to 40 minutes away from Gainesville. You're about an hour and a half away from Tampa. You're about an hour and a half away from Orlando. About an hour and a half away from the Orlando International Airport. About an hour and a half away from the parks such as Walt Disney World and Universal. And you're about 4 to 5 hours away from Miami, okay? So I'm super excited to have been able to debut this community on my channel. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the next couple of weeks to show you the different floor plans that they have. So next week we're gonna tour the Amulite, which features an in-law suite, separate in-law suite with its own living room, bedroom, and full bathroom. One of my favorite floor plans, so stay tuned for that. But let's go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, welcome to Monarch School of Real Estate. If you've been here for a while, you know that I absolutely love this portion of the video because I want to educate you guys to become savvy consumers. Now, I always start off by saying is that I'm not a licensed lender or licensed tax appraiser, so the numbers on this board are solely estimates and the prices and incentives are subject to change, okay? So, I got the price, and the price for this house is $379,000, okay? The HOA is $28 per month, which does include internet, and the CDD is $237 per month. Now, we'll go over incentives in just a minute. But remember, I know sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, there's a CDD, $237 per month. But you also have to think about what you're getting in this community, right? So you're getting a 4,000 square foot clubhouse with a state-of-the-art fitness center, resort-style pool. You're gonna have a yoga studio, pickleball courts, bocce ball courts. So things like that, that all costs money, right? And even if you went to go get a gym membership, that's $150, $200 for your family per month. So I need you to try to have that into perspective, okay? And if it makes sense for you, it makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay as well. So when you're gonna purchase a house and you're gonna finance, you have a lot of different financing options. But I'm gonna talk about a few of the more popular ones, starting off with FHA. FHA is primarily for first-time home buyers. However, if you've owned a house 20, 15 years ago, but you haven't owned the house within the last 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer, okay? Minimum is 3.5% of the purchase price. So for the down payment, it would be $13,265. Now, when you're purchasing a home, you have closing costs. Closing costs are an accumulation of fees such as loan origination fees, title fees, prorated taxes, transfer fees, etc., okay? Usually around 3 to 4%. It could be more as well, depending on the builder, depending on the closing costs and things like that. But I'm just gonna be super conservative and give you a ballpark. We're gonna do 4%. 4% of the purchase price is $15,160. So when you take the down payment and you add the closing costs, it's gonna equal your cash to close. The cash to close is the amount of money you need to close on the property, receive the keys, and evolve in real estate. So for this example, is $28,425, okay? The next loan we're gonna talk about is a conventional loan. As a first-time home buyer, again, if you haven't owned the home in the last 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer. Minimum 3% down, you may qualify for that. it is $11,370. Same closing costs. Your cash to close is $26,530. Now, if you don't qualify for 3% down payment, the next tier is 5% down payment. 5% of the purchase price is $18,950. Same closing costs. We're gonna have a cash to close of $34,110. Now, the next tier from 5% is gonna be 10%. The reason why you're going to pay 10% if this is going to be considered a second home. So let's say you're retiring in a couple of years, you don't currently own your home, it's still going to be considered a second home, okay? And the bank requires minimum 10% down, sometimes a little bit more, just depending on your file, okay? So 10% of the purchase price is $37,900. Same closing costs. You're going to have a cash to close of $53,060. Now, the next tier from 10% is 20%. Why would you pay 20%? So you're gonna pay 20% if you want to avoid private mortgage insurance, or if you wanna use this as an investment property, which you can for long-term rental, okay? So 20% of the purchase price is $75,800. Same closing costs. We're gonna have a cash to close of $90,960. Now, the next loan we're going to talk about is a VA loan. Thank you for everyone who has served our country. You get 100% financing. All you have to think about is the closing cost, which is around that $15,160. And if you have a funding fee, you have to take that into consideration as well. Cash, you could of course purchase this house in cash. You'll still have closing costs, but not nearly as much, estimated to be around $6,000 to $7,000. Now, taxes. Taxes are a great topic of conversation, okay? If you didn't know this, well, you heard it here. When you're buying a brand new home, the taxes the first year are extremely low because it goes only based on the land value, okay? But the second year, the taxes get reassessed because now there's a house on there. So your taxes will go up from, whatever, if it's a couple of $100s for the land, okay? So estimated, remember, because I'm not a licensed tax appraiser, estimated your taxes are around $4,500 per year. However, you see the CDD here? That gets escrowed, it gets paid with your taxes, okay? So you could either look at it, okay, I have to pay the CDD $237 per month, or this is what the yearly amount is. So the yearly amount is $2,844. So what they do, because it gets escrowed and it gets paid monthly, you're just going to divide 12 into $2,844, which is where you get $237, okay? But you're not paying $237 plus $2,844. It's the same thing. So if we add the $4,500 to the $2,844, we equals $7,344 for your property taxes, which includes the CDD. Now you divide that by 12, and then that's what you're going to be paying per month for the CDD and the taxes, because it gets escrowed and it gets paid monthly when you're financing, okay? I know that may be a little bit confusing, but I hope it kind of makes sense, okay? Now, homeowners insurance, concrete block home, ex-flood zone, centrally located. So your homeowner's insurance is between $800 to $1,000 per year. Now let's talk about their incentives. So their current incentives are interest rates as low as 4.5 to 4.99% for FHA and VA, okay? And for conventional, as low as 5.375. Now they are helping towards closing costs as well, between 1 to 3% of the total purchase price for closing costs, okay? But remember, prices and incentives are subject to change. Now, their incentives are tied to using their preferred lender. Please keep that in mind as well. So you could visit my great friend Melanie, who she is the sales specialist at Richmond American at this brand new community. But please do not visit the community without speaking to us first, okay? That's very, very, very important. You do not want to go to a new community not being registered under me, right? Because honestly, at the end of the day, the builder's agent works for the builder. You need outside representation, and the builder pays my commission. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? So please, please, please call me prior to going to check out the community. Even if you just want, I just want to go look at it. That's fine. Please call me first, all right? All right, well, stay tuned to our next video.